Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Jeff again coming to you from the Mindcrack server, and unfortunately I realized I did not bring a bed with me when I came out this direction, and I don't think I have the materials to make one as of now. Ooh, look at this. Little hidden cave. It is turning nighttime, which is going to cause some problems here in a minute. I just wanted to look and see if there was any obvious iron or anything sitting right in there. What is that? Oh, it's a skeleton. I thought I was like, that cow has taken on shape. And sort of he has, but in a completely different way. So if I can come across some sheep, I might kill them in order to steal their wools. Which I did come across some sheep right when I came in here. Hey, sheep. There we go. Problem solved, everybody. No need to worry anymore. You die? Oh, and you give me mutton now, too. Yes, I love it. Okay, let me get... Woo! That guy tried to shoot at me. Let me escape over this way. So I came out of that ravine because I think I finished up the ravine. But I want to search the rest of this stuff, but I just don't know. There we go. So now let's make myself a workbench real quick. Of course, I'm already like running out of room here. Put this down. Let's get a bed made. And let's place the bed down. Let's sleep the night away. That scares me when everything moves like that. So I'm going to leave the bed here. Actually, I'm going to leave the bed and this workbench here. This will be my respawn point and the just in case factor that I need to use it as a respawn point. And we are going to venture out this direction looking for said cave. Now, I think that was the way over to... Oh, look, a donkey. So I didn't bring a saddle with me. This is like donkey heaven right here. Look at them all. Well, I hope it's not donkey heaven. They're all still alive. Right now, they're all still alive at least. So, can be donkey purgatory maybe. No, I guess they would still be dead in purgatory. I don't quite know how that stuff works. That was always confusing to me when I was taking like philosophy and theology classes. Was the whole concept of purgatory. I think it's because it changes with every religion, but just thinking about it was difficult. Somebody told me they really want me to go search the jungle for a jungle temple. I just remembered that comment. I had seen it, and I so hate traversing the jungle that I don't even want to bring myself to do it. Oh, is this another mesa biome? This is another mesa biome. That's pretty cool. Not that we need necessarily a second one, because I don't think we're in any risk of clearing out the first one. But here it is. For all those to see, in case we ever do, I have made my way to one. So everybody keep these coords in mind. If one day on the Season 5 Mindcrack server somebody says, oh my god, we are out of clay, you can be like, no. Jasano's got you covered. He found the other mesa biome. I can't say the other. There's probably multiple others. I really like them. I like the way they look. I think they're really cool. I would not mind building in this one and turning it into like my own. Be like, hey, this is my, my desert getaway house. And if I do that, actually, who knows? I might do that. I might come back and do that. There's a cave. If I do that, I think what I would do is I would make my base, basically the entrance to it would be the basket of a hot air balloon. And then I would build a huge, cool-looking hot air balloon, excuse me, with like my logo around the outside of it. Well, hi, fellers. I think that would be a pretty cool build. I don't want to get into anything new yet because I've got so much other stuff I need to finish up first, but that is definitely a possibility that I will come back out to this area and do the hot air balloon logo build as my base, because I think that would be pretty sweet. And it matches with the mesa very, very well. I mean, mesas are, Arizonans. Arizonans. I don't. Is that what you call them? Arizonans? Arizonians? What do you call somebody from Arizona? I always found that interesting as well. Is people from different states. I'm sure it's the same way in like Europe and things like that, or other countries. Oh, there was like nothing here. Good God. That you call yourselves something different based on where you're from. Like, I actually don't know what people from DC call themselves. I mean, here they call themselves a DC native, but you can't really be a DC. I mean, you're always a DC native, but you don't really. If you're in another state, you wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm a DC native, because. Like me being from Michigan originally, if I was telling somebody in Michigan, they were like, oh, so where are you from originally? I could be like, yeah, I'm a Michigan native. That makes sense. Ah, here we go. Look at those two Endermen hanging out down there. This is the type of cave that I wanted to see, though. This will get us started in our excursion and our adventure. But, yeah, I would tell people I'm a Michigan native, but I wouldn't tell people, like, if people here in D.C. ask me, like, hey, Jeff, where are you from? I'm not like, oh, I'm a Michigan native. That doesn't make any sense. I tell them, I'm from Michigan, or I could use the term I'm a Michigander, because that's what we call ourselves from Michigan, a Michigander. People from Florida, aren't they like Floridians? So why wouldn't they be a Floridigander? I guess it all bases on the end of the word. I think from Ohio, you're an Ohioan. I'm not sure if that's 100% correct. I hate Ohio. I just say that. I'm sorry if you're from Ohio, that you have to be from such a shitty state. But, I mean, hard times fall on everybody. So, you always have the ability to move. Just keep in mind that. If you get upset about people talking down in your city, you can always move. Got a potato. I'm trying to get all the coal that I can, but up here it makes it very difficult to get the coal because these are a little bit more dangerous of ravines to traverse, and I'm trying to light up layer by layer, and then I want to get into the abandoned rail shaft. But if I can get a lot of this cleared out, that would be great. I love how they just stop there now. I love how back in the day in this game they used to walk clear off of edges, like edges meant nothing to them. They were like, you're across the ravine, I will just come over there. Oh my god, there was an edge that I fell down. And now it doesn't work like that because they added new AI, which completely changed the way like mob traps at the time worked and all this crazy stuff, but definitely for the better. It's just unfortunate that you can't trick them anymore like you used to be able to. I'll just stand here and let them all fall into this pit of lava. I remember one of my first mob traps was just a hole in front of my house in the season 2 Mindcrack. I just put a pit in front of the house, and mobs fell into it at night because they would come after me in my door and they would go into lava. It was pretty cool. It took me a while to get the item part of it working because all that stuff was so new back in that part of Minecraft, and I had to go follow a very specific tutorial, and I believe at the time like probably the tutorial that was made on that was all grainy and weird looking, but I did it. But anyways, back to states. I'm trying to think of what other states there would be. I mean, we can run down the list here. So Alabama. Alabamian? Alabaman? I actually have no idea. Alaska, Alaskans. I know that one. Arizona, Arizonans. I think. That's what started this conversation anyway. Arizonan? I would guess Arizonan. Arkansas. Oh, wow, this is going to be way harder than I thought. I guess I only knew a very small handful of states and what people call themselves from there, because, yeah, what do you got going with, I need to get over there, with Arkansas. Californians, Colorado, Coloradans, Coloradan, we'll go with that. Connecticut, from Connecticut. I, again, have no idea. Delaware. Yet again, at a loss. Florida, Floridians. Georgia, Georgians. That's kind of funny that Georgia is Georgians as opposed to Georgians, but it's Georgians. Hawaii, Hawaiians. Idaho. Idaho probably got some Some cool one somewhere. Idahoans? Idens? I don't know what Idaho would be. Illinois? Illinoisans? Oh my god, I have no idea. What do you call yourself if you're from Illinois? Indiana? Indianans? Indians? Indians again? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Iowa? I guess would be Iowans. That's kind of a cool one. I'm an Iowan. I don't know if that's actually accurate, though. You know what? I realize there's way too many of these that I have absolutely no idea what they are. But we're going to continue going through the list anyway. Kansas. Canadians. Kentucky. Kentuckans. No idea. Louisiana. Louisianans. From Louisiana. Maine. Mainans. Maine, that's an interesting one. What do you call yourself if you're from Maine? Like, I can't even put together something that sounds like you might use it. It's probably like Islanders or Peninsulars or something like that. Because they probably just don't use the word to describe it. Maryland is Marylanders. I think that's right. Marylanders? Massachusetts? Again? I'm at a loss. Michigan, Michiganders. Let's see. Minnesota, Minnesotans. Mississippi. Mississippins? Mississippins? Montana. Montanans. Montanan sounds right, but it also kind of sounds like a last name that you're just throwing together with something. Oh, I just made way too many of those. Get out of here, sticks. I don't need you. Actually, I might need you to build some tools. So let's get rid of you, stone. I don't need you. Minnesota. I just did. Mississippi. Mississippians. Missouri. Missourians. Montana. Montanans. Nebraska. Nebraskans. Nevada. Nevadans. Then you got all the news, man. New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York. New Yorker, obviously. New Mexican. New Hampshirean? I have no idea. So North Carolina, North Dakota. Like, so what do you do with the North and the South ones? Is it North Dakota, North Dakotans? But then are you the South Dakotans? I don't know. Ohio, Ohioans. I have already said that. I don't know if that's true. I have to like think in my head where I have to go next with this. Oklahoma. How did I not get these? Oklahoma. Oklahomans. Oregon. Oregonians. That's what I'm going to call them now. Oregonians. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvanians. Rhode Island. Rhode Islanders. I like Rhode Islanders. South Carolina. South Dakota. I already discussed those. I don't really know where to go with those. Tennessee. Titans. No clue. Texas. Texans. I mean, that one's actually, like, pretty straightforward. Utah. Utahns. Vermont. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I don't know what a Vermont would be. Virginia. Virginians. Washington. Again, kind of like with Washington, D.C. I don't know what you call a Washingtonian? West Virginia. Again, it goes with the North and South thing. Wisconsin. Wisconsiners. And Wyoming. Dude, I did it. All 50 states. You piece of garbage. Where are you? There you are. Don't you dare. Quit doing this to me. You take another potion for yourself. So I can kill you. You left some sugar. Would you hit me with slowness? You hit me with slowness, and I don't like you for that one bit, my dear. So that was all 50 states. I clunked through a little bit of them, and I realized that I only know what you call about eight of the different states as opposed to what it is. So if you're from one of the states that I said, tell me what you call yourselves. Like if you were to say, and I don't want people to just be like, oh, of course, I just tell them I'm from Massachusetts. I don't tell them that I'm a Massachusettsian. No, but if you were to say that you were a Massachusettsian or something of that sort, what exactly would it be that you would say? Because I'm curious. Because I don't tell people that often that I'm a Michigander. I tell them I'm from Michigan, So it's not that it's a term I use on a regular basis or anything like that, but it is the correct term for people from that area. And I would guess that most of those areas are, people kind of set up their own terms. It's not like an official term, but it's like if you're from the Upper Peninsula in Michigan, the slang term for that is you're a Youper. And most people would be like, what the hell does it mean to be a Youper? So you're from the UP. You're from the Upper Peninsula. You're a Youper. But if you were to ask somebody else throughout the nation, I think only people from Michigan probably really know that term. If you ask somebody, from, Washington State, hey, them Youpers? They'd be like, what are you talking about? So, I mean, that's just the way it is. Hi, Creepy McCreeperson. Anyways, that went a very random direction while I was doing this caving, and I got some redstone I want. I know I left some gold back there. I know a lot of people are going to say something about that. I did not expect this cave to loop the way it did, and I kind of fell down this pit on accident into where I'm at, so I didn't go back for it. But I might be able to work my way back out there at some point. It looks like it's a nice cave, except I kind of don't like the caves that ravine, though it gives you a lot of exposures to where you're going. I lost that railroad track already. I was not trying to get this far out of the way of the... Oh, I don't need to use this pick. Of the abandoned railway system, but unfortunately I did, and now I'm going to have to... I'm trying to light up the bottom of this ravine at a minimum, and then we're going to have to work our way back up to that and see if we can make any use of that. Oh my god, but we're going to end this episode over here with some diamonds, fellas and ladies. And killing a child. So, tell me in the comments. Oh my god, there's more children to kill. Well, you're not a child at all. You're an acceptable murder. There we go. Okay, let me start collecting this stuff here. Let's see how many diamonds we got in this little set. Now, I got my Fortune 2 pick that hopefully I'll be able to increase to a Fortune 3 pick at some point. I probably will not even do anything with this until I do increase it to a Fortune 3 pick. I did not mean to do that. There we go. Ugh. Okay. Silk touch, silk touch. 2. I don't want you. Really? Ah! You tried to hide. 4 is better than 2. Still gonna search for more. Okay. It's okay. I need to get myself a little hidey hole in here anyway. Alright guys, thanks for watching this random episode of 50 state names. Something like that. Alright, see you guys next time.